Lubbock debut at a showcase, all right? You guys make a lot of noise. It's his first time doing a showcase. He has earned this right. He's been doing open mics. By the way, we're with Laugh Hub City. Did I mention that? I don't think I did. This is a Laugh Hub City event. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, PayPal, whatever. I don't know. We're everywhere. Venmo. We're on Venmo, yes. Hit us up on Venmo, please. We need the help. Anyways, he has earned the right to be here. If anybody else wants to do comedy, if you go to the open mics enough and we see you like doing well, you can come and do these shows with us. So that's how you do it. So this man has earned his spot here. Guys, give it up for the very funny Is.
What's going on, Mano, Negra? How you guys doing? I'm just kidding, I don't fucking speak French. No, my name is Ismael. I go by Iz because I was tired of people fucking my name up. They were always like, hey, bitch ass motherfucker. And I'm like, Ma, you know my fucking name. Come on, god damn. Anyways, it's my first time, like they said, man. I'm nervous. I dodged this shit 3 times. I've been asked to do it. I was like, I don't want to do this shit. She was like, you gotta do it. So the other comics, they were like, hey man, just write some notes down. So, I hope y'all don't mind. I wrote some shit down. Some shit. Some more shit. And even more shit. Thank God. I'm not here about to talk about this shit. Let's see, man. It actually feels good to get out because I normally don't go out too much. I do make the open mics every once in a while. But me and my wife, my beautiful wife, we've got 7 kids. 7 kids, man. A lot of people are like, damn, you were getting down. Not true. I actually took the lease over on 6 of those kids. A lot of people were like, damn, you got a wife with a woman with 6 kids? I was like, yeah, but there's a whole story about it, you know? So that's what I'm here to do, you know what I'm saying? So when we first got together, we actually knew each other back when we were 13 years old. We first met. And we hit it off, you know? Like, my grandma used to give me relationship advice. She used to always tell me, she's like, mijo, fuck yourself. So I found somebody and I was like, she reminds me of me. But anyways, too, you know, we had a lot in common. We both liked me. So that was good. But, you know, because of bullshit and everything, we kind of fell apart, you know, so we didn't talk to each other for a long time, and then the magic of Facebook brought us back together. Yeah. So when we got back together, though, talking, I was already a single dad. I actually became a single father at 17, and I raised my daughter by myself. A lot of people were like, was it hard raising a little girl by yourself? And I'll tell the truth. The hardest part about being a single dad and raising a little girl was breastfeeding. That was the hardest part. I could never get it on latch on. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. So anyways, you know, she hit me up and we started talking. And she was like, you know, I've got kids. And I was like, I've got a kid. And she was like, well, I used to like you. And I was like, well, I've always liked me, so. So we decided, let's go on a date, man. You know, let's see if we can rekindle that shit. So we actually went to, what was it, man? Fucking, that movie with The Rock, with the fucking gorilla. What is it called? Rampage. She chose it, trust me, it wasn't me. The Rock gets her all riled up and shit. But anyway, so the story of how we, you know, our first date goes, she pulls up, this is all true, I don't care what she says, I got the mic, all right? She pulls up in her Suburban, and this should have been the first warning sign on how many kids she had. She pulled up in that Suburban, and there was fucking 6 car seats in that motherfucker. I look back, and I'm like, what the fuck? She's like, I kind of run a daycare. I was like, oh, entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? You know, back in the day, I used to fucking be a street pharmacist, so. So we hit it off, you know, like, yeah. But anyway, so you know, she was a gentleman. She got off the car, opened the door for me, smacked me on the ass, and was like, "Get in this motherfucker." So I jumped in. The choice of music was a little weird for me though, because she put on Too Short, Gangsters and Strippers. So the whole way it was like, gotta find a bitch to get my dick sucked. Gotta find a bitch. And I was like, damn, she just over there like. So I was just like, oh. But anyway, so we show up, you know, we go to the movies and shit. They gave us some overly fucking, I don't know, too much shit in the margarita. I don't drink too much, but they had us fucking fucked up. But I know we had a bunch of like sexual subliminal messages and shit. This is what we claim. So after the movie, you know, we had a good time, and she's like, "Hey, you want to come back to my house for animal crackers and juice?" I was like, yeah. Warning sign number 2, right? Thought it was Netflix and chill, but all right. So anyways, we get to her house and shit, and we're kind of nervous, you know. It's just us, and we're looking at each other. And she ended up turning on the radio. And it was like, "Barney is a dinosaur." I was like, what the fuck? It's warning sign number 3, you know. Anyway, she flipped it, and she ended up putting the whole soundtrack to Love and Basketball on. And then all of a sudden, the lights just dim by themselves. It's all true. Dim by themselves. And so she's standing there looking at me. I'm looking at her, looking at me. You know, and then she takes her shirt off. So I'll take my shirt off, you know. She takes her bra off, so I'll take mine off. And the whole time I'm just sitting there, man, thank God I was matching my bra and panties this night. But anyway, she looks at me, you know, we're all right there, you know, our chest showing, both going like that and shit. And then she's like, "What do you feel like?" And I'm like, "Shut up and kiss me." And she's like, "You had me at hello." So it's all true. Anyway, she comes and she pushes me against the wall. We start making out aggressively and shit. Then she grabs my ass, picks me up, I wrap my legs around her. And we're just like, oh, you know. Well, then she carries me to the bed and drops me down. You know, all romantic like and shit, you know. It's all true, babe. All romantic like. So I'm just like, ooh, you know, kind of like, damn. Well, anyways, she starts kissing me. She starts working down. She makes it to my stomach and she's like, one side on the fucking floor, right? I was like, I'm kind of kinky, I can get down with this shit. So anyways, though, like I said, you know, this is our first date, man, and I'm a lady. I don't give it up like that. You know? So I'm kind of being a little like hard to get, but she pries my legs open and shit. Then she throws them behind my fucking head and starts just fucking the shit out of me. Ah, you know. And then she gets a little kinky, starts pulling my hair, slapping me, you know. Well, she tells me, she's like, the whole time she's like, "Whose kids are they?" And I'm like, "Those are your kids." And she's like, "Bitch, whose kids are they?" I'm like, "Those are my kids." So anyways, that was the end of the first night. The next date, she pulled up in the U-Haul, so it was over from there. I had to tell my daughter, "Yo, you got brothers and sisters now." But now it's been 6 years, man, so you know we've been going strong. Thank you. Unfortunately, though, we have hit that point where we kind of having some problems, you know? Like, we had our first fight the other day. It sucked, bro. It sucked because I'm just over there fucking yelling and cussing, and I called out her name. I'm throwing shit against the fucking wall. Luckily, she was still asleep in the bedroom, though, so she didn't hear none of that. She didn't hear none of that shit. She would have fucked me up if you know. I was just like, "I'm a man, goddammit." But the fight was actually over. She recently found out that I got a savings account, right? And she got all excited. She was like, "Oh, babe, you're growing up, you know, you're thinking about the kids." And I was like, "Well, what are you talking about?" She's like, "You got a savings account." I was like, "Nah, fucking Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out and I need a fucking PS5. So apparently I'm acting childish, you know. She's been getting mad at me because also I'm on TikTok now. I'm been posting my comedy. And she's like, oh, you fucking childish. And I'm like, what the fuck ever, man? What you talking about? My kids hate this shit. But let's see, man. My bad, y'all freestyle up here. Like I said, I wrote some shit down, but not the right shit. I was supposed to write jokes. They didn't tell me I'm dyslexic. Fuck. But all right, man, I appreciate y'all for coming out. I got one more joke. This was actually written by my twin 13-year-old boys, and I've got to say this joke, all right? I live with an airbender. My wife, when she farts, she knocks all the kids over. There you go, boys. I love it.
Keep it going for Is, everybody. What a great deal. That was great. Baby bowling with a fart. I've never heard that or done that to my children.